Hello all, welcome back to my channel once again. So in this video I'll show about the basic requirements or the basic maintenance that is expected to be done by an ETO on board. Okay, when I was first time to a ship with elevator, I had no knowledge. In fact, I was preparing a lot before joining the ship. I was going through a lot of videos. I was so much confused. It was like something a very complicated machinery for me to handle with. So since I had such confusions, I thought like I should be sharing you with a simple term so that you don't have to get confused or worried about while joining a ship with elevator. So it is very basic, it is very simple. I'll keep it in a very normal short term words so that it will be easy for you to understand. So any elevator you have for maintenance, you have to get onto the a car, this part on the top of the elevator. So how you get on the top of the elevator is by using a key that will be given to you for a maintenance. Open the key nearby the door, and as soon as you open, the elevator stops, and just climb on the elevator. Okay, the first and foremost thing is add the oil to the guiding rail. There are actually like guiding rail for this particular car. They call this as a car in my manual, so that's why I'm calling this as a car. Maybe you can call it as anyway. Okay, so there is a guiding rail. Actually why we are adding oil is just because you see the elevator needs to run smoothly along the rail. It is like train running on the rail horizontally. This car is running vertically up down, so we are just lubricating it to have a very smooth and effective, efficient operation. So as we go on top of this elevator trunk, you're gonna find the elevator's governor and the elevator's motor. Governor, normally as an ETO, we know that it is used in main engine, it is used in auxiliary engine for speed control. And yeah, of course, here also the governor purpose is same, just to limit the speed. This is the proximity switch. Even this proximity switch needs to have maintenance done. Just look for the operation of it, look for the lighting if you have a lighting on it or not, or just clean the spaces on the proximity switch. Right, on a proximity switch you have to keep the surface clean, that's all. And these are the doors along the individual decks, so you have to look for the spring tension, the lever function, and so on. And regarding the governor, I forgot to mention the speed governor. In my ship, the elevator speed is 1 meter per second it has to travel. And if suppose there is any problem and the elevator is running at a speed of 1.2, the governor will try to limit the speed. It will cut off the supply. It will activate the brake. And if still, even without the control of electrical brake, if the lift is coming very fastly down, I'll continue with that. And this is another guiding rail for the load, for the counterweight. So this rail also has an oil. You have to look for the oil level, and if not enough oil, you have to fill that oil. Okay, so totally you have 4 boxes of oil. You have to fill the oil, not more, but make sure you have little. And to operate this being on the car, there are 2 modes of switches. One is test mode, one is normal mode, and the other is inspection mode. To turn it on the inspection mode, and you'll be having 3 push buttons like common, up, down. You have to press the common, and if you want to travel up, you have to press common and up together. If you want to go down, common and down. Okay, so this is how you have to press. And since we are talking about that governor, I'll continue with that. So at 1.2 meter per second, if it exceeds the rated speed of the cab, the governor will activate. And even if governor is not working, then your mechanical stop will activate, and that will activate when the speed reaches 1.4 meters per second. So yeah, and only these are the basic maintenance that has to be done, mainly the oil, the visual inspection, the proximity switches that are present, the spring, and of course there is a belt on the car for opening and closing of the proximity doors that's present in my lift. Maybe differs in other. So yeah, those are the maintenance to be done on the physical car itself. And when you come to the starter panel, what I see here is HHT. If there is any fault or anything that you have to troubleshoot, you have to get connected this to the slot in the control module of the starter panel. Okay, and you can look at what is the fault, where is the fault, and what action needs to be done. So it might differ from ship to ship. On my ship, this is how I'll do. And I've got for external connections, like for PC monitor, for elevator phone. Yeah, interestingly, we have a monitor inside my elevator just to know about the voyage details, upcoming details. So it differs from the owner's requirement. So yeah, so basically these are the maintenance that need to be done. And inside the trunk, you can look for whether emergency call is working, emergency stop is working. This call will get alarmed at bridge, so you have to be in communication with the bridge if they are receiving the sound, and look for the telephone if it is working properly. And all elevator needs to have an emergency torch. Look for it. Yeah.